Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. According to Judge Bernard Shaw, progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their mind cannot change anything. Do you know what is progressivism? Progressivism is a political and social philosophy that advocates reform, social justice, and government action to address social and economic inequalities. It emerged in the late 19th and early 20th century as a response to problems caused by industrialization, urbanization, and political corruption. Progressives often or generally support policies like labor rights, environmental protection, civil rights, and gender and racial equality. The modern progressives often focus on issues such as healthcare access, income inequality, racial and gender equality, and climate change. What is progressivism and philosophy? In philosophy, progressivism is the belief that human society, knowledge, and morality can and should improve over time through reason, science, and social reforms. It is generally associated with the enlightened belief that progress is both possible and desirable. This is enlightened belief that progress is both possible and it is desirable as well. So, progressivism in philosophy, it emphasizes adaptability, innovation, and reforms. As far as progressivism in education is concerned, so in education, progressivism is the philosophy that emphasizes experiential learning, critical thinking, and, and the development of, problem solving skills rather than the rote memorization and passive learning. It is rooted in the belief that education should be student centered and prepare individual for active participation in the democratic society. Key principles of progressivism in education are learning by doing, student-centered approach, critical thinking rather than memorization, and collaborative learning, democratic classrooms, and real-world relevance. So these are the key principles of progressivism in education. As far as progressivism and literature is concerned, so in literature, progressivism refers to works that educate social change, challenge traditional norms, and also uh, ask the government or also focus on issues or ideas such as justice, equality, and reform. So, progressive literature often critiques existing power structures and highlight issues like class struggle, gender and racial equality, political corruption, and civil rights or workers' rights. So these are some of the themes on which the progressive literature focus. Progressive literature is not limited to one genre. It spans uh, there is fiction, non-fiction, poetry, and drama, all aiming to inspire empathy, thought, and action. George Orwell novel 1984 is an example of progressive literature. As far as progressivism and everyday life is concerned, so in everyday life, progressivism is a mindset of embracing change and seeking improvement and educating for fairness, inclusivity, and innovations and day-to-day interactions. It reflects in personal attitudes, workplace environment or workplace culture, and social interactions and community involvement. So, what are the example of progressivism and everyday life? So, in everyday life, embracing new ideas and technologies. This is an example of progressivism in everyday life. Secondly, supporting social justice. So all those people who support justice or social justice are there in favor of equality. So they are progressives in their mindset. Then practicing sustainability and advocating for fair policies. Fair policies mean that everybody is equal in the eyes of law, and therefore everybody should be treated equally, and those who deserve, whatever a person deserves, he should get it. So he should get his right. And then uh, encouraging open-minded discussion. This is also an example of progressivism in everyday life. And volunteerism and community involvement. Volunteerism is also an example of progressive mindset. So, progressivism is all about working actively toward a better and more just society. So progressive people, they want that there should be equality in the society, there should be justice in the society, and everybody should be treated equally, and everybody's rights should be protected. So they work for that. And whenever there is anything wrong in the society, whatever wrong is there in the society, whatever negative things are there in society. For example, if there is corruption, there is inequality, there is injustice. So actually, they fight against it and they highlight all these issues. So whatever issues are there in society, normally the progressive people, they highlight that and they want the government to address all these issues and to do something about it and to reform all these issues. So they are actually about how to reform the society, how to reform an individual, and how to live a better life and how to make the society a better place for living. So this was all about what is progressivism and what is the importance of progressivism in our life.